Guys, look at that. 40,000. When I started this, I really didn't think that 40 people would even like me, to be honest with you. I feel like I just did this for 35,000 the other day. But again, I really appreciate all your guys' support. I appreciate that you guys like what I have to say, and I genuinely like interacting with you guys. Again, it does get difficult to get back to everybody. I try and respond to as many comments as possible. I try and make content to try and cover every subject, but again, I can only make good content when I'm working on that particular subject at that time. It's hard for me to cover, say, a cable-driven slide room if I'm not working on a cable-driven slide room at that point in time. I see some of the same repeated questions that I don't answer for certain reasons. Sometimes it's a liability, especially the electrical stuff. It's very hard for me to diagnose something just kind of in a 3-minute video. And I don't want to be responsible for a catastrophic failure on something that wasn't the case, that, it wasn't what I diagnosed. Because without me getting my test equipment on it and me getting my brain in there, I can't guarantee that that's what's wrong. So I try and cover the simple stuff, a little bit of the complicated stuff, and then throw some tips and tricks in there as well. I'm always open to questions and open to ideas because that's how I create content. I can't answer questions and create content unless you guys ask the questions. Sometimes I lose those comments too. I get a lot of notifications. So if you have a good question that you think would make good content, or tips or anything like that, go right here to my website, and I've added an email so you can contact me. I cannot get to every single email, and I can't answer every single question. I did have an option on my website to message me and get a guaranteed response, but unfortunately I had some hiccups with that. I had a customer who had to pay like 3 times to send me replies to a message, and I don't want you guys having to do that. I didn't think it was right. Just to get to the bottom of one question, he had to pay me 3 different times through that system. So until I figure out how to make that system work right, I'm eliminating that feature for now. I do have an option to contact me. If I've helped you in any sort of way, if I've diagnosed something for you and helped you, there is a support me button on my website as well. I'll never ask you guys for money, but if you guys wanted to, you can always donate through there. Any money that I do receive through this channel will most likely go to supplies and products and things like that for me to test for you guys. I would like to make a little bit of money on social media. I see 8-year-olds making millions of dollars, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I genuinely like my career, and I get to learn from this stuff too. If I get asked a question about a subject that I don't know, I go research it so that I can try and get those appropriate answers. But again, thank you for 40,000. I hope to keep this channel growing. For those of you that have been following me, I am waiting to go on YouTube. I'm trying to find a very specific camera that I'm having trouble finding right now. On that note, if any of you guys have a GoPro Hero Session 4, please email me if you're willing to sell it.